Raccoon is on.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Welcome to the South-Afrifur podcast here at 8 o'clock CAT and 2 p.m. 2 p.m. EST. We'd like to tell you that we have absolutely no one as a guest today, but we're still going to be talking for the evening, which is absolutely fine. Raccoon, if you want to go, you're more than welcome to go. But you can stay and talk to us, which would be awesome. Aside from that, we also have Doge here on break from which game reserve? Ivic Safaris, where he shoots animals.
Hey.
Where you shoot animals.
I don't shoot them personally.
You tell them where to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's a professional hunter at this point. And then Asbjorn will be in the background giving us random comments. Asbjorn? Peanut gallery from the living room. And then... I can't read that. What is that?
Echo.
No, it isn't.
Oh, now.
What are you doing? Hi, by the way, we're also
I
here.
can't. Yes. Sorry. And mine. Thank you for waving hooves. I really couldn't read that. That's really light. And then, of course, Scratch and Unpru. Just before this podcast, well, just before we actually started the podcast, I was busy complaining about the terrible music that's been coming out recently. Those of you who agree, please raise your...
Anything?
Slash hooves,
Pause.
slash claws.
paws, hooves, claws,
Fins.
antennae.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
We don't judge.
Yeah, so in mind, welcome to the podcast, as always. So yes, we're pretty much going to be talking smack all day for the next maybe hour and a half. We'll see how it goes. That's not red. That's blue. Apparently it didn't work. Okay, so...
Not pregnant?
He's not pregnant. Okay, so obviously we're, at least the three of us are on open mic, so if any of us does cough, we apparently have a way to fix that, which is the pillow. And if the cat does stop meowing, then we have something to fix that too. The pillow.
Why do you guys have so much coughing problems that you need a cough button?
Because we're perennial coughers. And he's sick.
Okay, that is a reason.
Raccoon, we actually spoke about the entirety of the old shows going up on YouTube. We will be getting around to it tonight. Unpru has all or most of the audio. But the thing is that he's just really not had a lot of time recently because he's been changing jobs and
So on and so forth.
going to the male sauna every now and again.
Not changing jobs, I'm moving. My job is asking me to move back to Johannesburg, so that is happening.
I love the fact that you haven't denied the male sauna. Good. Good on you.
No.
Start exploring new avenues.
Broadening your horizon, so to speak.
So for those that is listening that don't know, I am going back to Johannesburg.
And the male sauna's up here.
No, I don't care for male saunas.
You declare for them?
I don't care for them.
Oh.
I actually don't even like it. Not even at the gym, like any sauna. It's... I hate it.
Bitch, I love the sauna.
It's like fucking steaming yourself into... It's like walking into an oven. I hate it.
I like becoming a crab.
No, crab is used to cold ocean and whatnot. Not the sauna.
Like lobster, you know?
It's meant to be healthy, but... Ugh.
It is quite healthy, apparently. If you wanted to quit smoking, apparently quit smoking while going to the sauna every single day.
Ugh.
For half an hour.
That sounds like PT.
If you don't die, you're okay.
If you don't die of dehydration.
And now that I think about it, my brother-in-law has a sauna at his place. Like a little building with a sauna.
Lucky. I want a jacuzzi.
I so want a jacuzzi, but the thing is that the amount of germs that are in there are ick.
Yeah, well...
The amount of germs that are in a jacuzzi that doesn't get maintained properly is ick.
Yeah.
Scratch, how well do you maintain?
How well would I maintain it? Like, well?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Scratch, how long is your beard right now?
Should I get the ruler out? I don't know.
Get the ruler out.
I will as soon as I finish this boss fight. Yeah, I don't know. Like, fuck.
Oh, it is red. Hooray!
Enemy news? I don't know.
No, it is pink. Raccoon's name is Pink.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so, any case, one of the things that I was, like... What was I saying? Oh, yes. One of the things that I was actually, like, complaining about earlier was about the fact that, like, the music that's come out recently, the stuff that's been on the radio...
You're talking about the last 3 months. I would...
I'm just talking about the last 3 months.
I'm talking about the last 3 years.
we can extend towards the last 3 years in the next... just afterwards, but let's go for the first, like, for the last 3 months. We have Watch Me Whip and Nay Nay, Bitch Better Have My Money, which is actually pretty interesting. The music video actually does a lot better than it should.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not.
I don't.
Yeah, I've been watching a large, and I mean when I say a large amount, I mean a fuck ton of Vines recently. And Vine compilations and things like that, and it's just proliferating the entire internet scene. It's everywhere. Yes, Neon agrees with me. Great stuff.
Yeah, well, everybody agrees with you. It's just that I don't even know the songs that you're talking about, because I'm not going to go out of my way to listen to them, right?
Yeah. Again, like, I mean, it depends.
And if I hear it over and over and over again, then I would be able to actually say that, but I don't listen to radio. So, yeah.
I listen to the radio when I have nothing else to do, or when I'm waiting for news.
No, I would listen to the radio when I'm in my car, I'm stuck in traffic, and I forgot my CDs at home or my MP3 stick. That's when I would listen to the radio. And then I would only, like, listen to shit that is just talking about the traffic in any ways.
Yeah. Like I said, I just wait for the news. Then it's like, oh, there might be like a decent song on, but 9 times out of 10 it's not. So fuck it.
My radio is never on, and the thing is that that's partly because the car that I have right now doesn't have an antenna. So yeah, I don't listen to any radio, and if my stick is gone, I listen to traffic.
Now let's extend it towards the last 3 years, and let me tell you about something that really annoyed the living crap out of me. Imagine Dragons, right? Right? They have such... Their music is so freaking good, right? But damn it, has anybody ever downloaded or bought the song? Well, downloaded it from iTunes or whatnot, right? It's complete shit. The way it's mastered. It's complete shit. The way they did it.
Well, I suppose, like...
The radio version is like 10 billion times better. The remastered version that you buy on an album is overcompressed. The lyrics just disappear in the drums, right? And it's distorting, and it's clipping, and it's at the every kick drum.
Right.
What the hell is the point of that?
That sounds horseshit.
And then people say, no, it's the loudness war. Fuck the loudness war. What about some quality in your music? It would sound louder when there's actually a little bit of dynamics.
I do agree with that.
Mm-hmm. So in other words, we're kind of going with the, like, anti-bass and treble thing.
Yeah, well, what happened is they compressed it so high that it's just like, it sounds like this horrible distorted drum it just hits every time, and it just destroys the entire track. The lyrics disappear in the drums like, no. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of shit.
That's called complete overcompression. We call it brick wall compression, and you do that when you have... No, you do that when you create... you know, in old hip-hop tracks... Well, you do that with a specific type of drum that you want to sound that way, but not the entire freaking drum set.
Yeah, true. No, you're right. I mean, like, it is kind of weird, and the thing is that now, Raccoon says that it happens at events. It doesn't happen at all events. Very well done events don't actually do that. Or at least they've got speakers that are able to carry the kind of sound that you need.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, if you went to the Rammstein concert, I could hear absolutely everything, and I was so happy.
And it was deaf as shit when you came back.
Any proper EDM concert, even in South Africa, will not have distortion on the line array system that they have. Because the guys that set it up, they know exactly where it is, and it will always be at 0 dB from the mixer to anything, unless the DJ or the artist itself sets the amp or whatnot too high. Then it's gonna start clipping, but it's not the speakers that does that; it's the gear. So
yeah,
the gear will actually start clipping and distorting the track.
I just accidentally spammed Doge.
What the fuck, man?
But if you go to like a rock venue or something, you're gonna find that. Yes, you will.
Especially when you've got like death metal bands playing.
Oh,
and that's the one thing that that I think when I was still around, Rock Shack and Centurion did very, very badly. Is that they always had a bad sound system going for these bands, and you'd be listening to like a death metal band playing, and you have to stand outside to at least try to hear whatever lyrics are actually going on, and then it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, but normally that's the thing that I hate about rock bands. Is normally when they play at like smaller venues, is they care more for the guitars than the lyrics and whatnot, so they overdrive everything, and the mics are set to a low volume, right?
That's the weird thing. Like when Strident played, they always had their guitars down, like leveled a bit down, so that you can actually hear the lyrics. But that's specifically because the lyrics are pretty much more important than. You know,
listen. If it's an instrumental track, I don't care hearing a lot of guitar sessions on top of each other. Especially when you know you're panning and you're layering, I don't care about that, right? But if you're gonna play an event and it's gonna be something like deep lyrics or something that's gonna be sang, then no. No, but death metal I can understand because none of those lyrics actually mean anything
or make any sense.
or actually audible to the average person.
Human ear, yeah. So
yeah, exactly.
I just hate your mom.
Yeah, it's basically like someone vomiting a soliloquy. It doesn't make sense. Like I can't hear it.
Yeah, you can't hear it. It's unless you're a fan, then you'll be able to. Hey, look, he's talking about this and that, and then like,
yeah, this vaguely sounds like that one song I kind of had to Google the lyrics for.
There we go. We actually like a lot of the time one has to Google the lyrics just to be able to find out, and it's kind of one of the things that I had to find with like Pearl Jam, the same thing. Like, they're like mumble. What now? Okay.
Yeah, but you get that in many cases when they start getting creative with the vocals, when they put vocals through guitar amps and those type of things, and you know those type of artifacts are filtered or telephone noises on the vocals.
Raccoon has actually just reminded me of
Cradle of Filth. Yeah.
IT Crowd.
Oh.
Because of his, it's like. Yeah, no, but Cradle of Filth really gets me.
Yeah. That show's good.
Cradle of Filth.
It takes me a little bit of listening to appreciate death metal, and I almost never appreciate it for the song, for the lyrics itself. I will appreciate it for the guitars and those type of things. Even that's why I'm more of a new metal fan, right? Because I like experimental music. But when you're going into the ranges of death metal, it's really... What I hate about it is that it's always this gothic type of thing. It's always that type of scene, right? What about singing about something else? Like, sing about something a little bit different. Like, I don't know, like Slipknot does. Or like Korn does. Or whoever does. They don't sing about, like, Satan is gonna get you. They don't sing like that.
Satan is gonna get you. And I mean, that kind of reminds me of Metal Headbanger's Journey when they were talking to Alice Cooper, and Alice Cooper was kind of sitting there like going, you know, you read through all these magazines, and you're kind of going like everybody's trying to outdo everybody else. and then you see them in the airport, and they're like, "Hi, Mr. Cooper. How you doing? That's my mom right over there. Can I get your autograph?"
Yeah. Oh my god.
So they're like really, really hardcore, but they're not.
No, but what I do like is when people start experimenting with different type of music. But I don't like it when you establish that type of music as a genre, when you just change a sound. You know, like you have. This is the origins of in the EDM scene. Everybody knows dubstep now. All right, they just put a bass with a low pass filter on it and wobbled it, and then it's a new genre of music. What the fuck? It's not. It's simple two-step garage. It's nothing different. It never changed. Okay, let's glitch it up more and create our own little thing. Okay, great. Create glitch shop.
If you've listened to Broken Side, then you'll never come back. Because the thing is that, and I mean, I'm not saying that you'll never come back. It's just that you'll never come back from hell. Because it's a horrifying song. It's a horrifying band. In my own personal opinion, other people might like it, but Broken Side is terrible.
Dude,
it's literally like... So, no, carry on.
No, you finish up.
It is death metal screaming with club hits music in the background and club lyrics.
Dude, yeah, see, Dylan Moran spoke very truly to, like, my idea of death metal, or metal in general. Like, heavy metal is a very, and I quote now, heavy metal is a very interesting look. The look is a kind of an argument. It's an argument against Darwinism, because what the people who were involved are saying is that attraction is not necessary for reproduction. That's why they shave all the hair off where it would naturally be and cultivate it in places that it shouldn't be. And that's why the music is so angry. You know, if you shave all the hair off your arse and get into a pair of leather trousers, you're gonna sing an angry song. Yeah, I don't know, Dylan Moran, I'm so pissed I didn't see him. You know he was in Grahamstown like in July, right?
What?
I mentioned this to you like 3 times at least, Ivic. Yeah, and I missed it.
Okay, I remember you did mention it, and I was just like, I keep forgetting when you say things like that. Until I can actually be,
verify it for yourself to prove that I'm not talking bullshit.
No, more along the lines of until I can actually be excited about it.
Yeah,
it's like, he's in Grahamstown. He's not in Joburg.
Yeah, I know, which is even horrible. Lure. But yeah, I mean, that's it. So I'm so pissed that I actually missed this show.
No, I can imagine. Like, and I mean, like, Dylan Moran is awesome. I enjoy his stuff.
Yes.
Recently, we had a discussion, or somebody posted. I think it was on Freakles, Freakles, or what?
Hmm?
That's
Freakles, I think.
Freakles, or what? We chatted about music that furries create, right? And I always mention these 2 artists because actually since I joined the South-Afrifur forum, I think it was one of the members actually Facebooked me and said, yeah, these 2 guys, you have to listen to them. And it's Wolfgun and Archetype. Both drum and bass, but the one guy even sings, Wolfgun. And it's really...
Does he howl like a wolf?
No, he sings. But it's really good music created by furries for drum and bass, and a little bit electro house and stuff swinged in there. But it's actually really impressive the way that they did that. It's actually in that range where I could say that if these guys just get a proper mastering house, they'll be able to sell their albums for quite a lot. Instead of
like $3 or $4 they get at Bandcamp.
Yeah, instead of the Bandcamp per track thing that you have. But you can get, they can get a label and they can start. Well, to get your stuff on iTunes is easy, but to get your stuff on Beatport is hard. No, it's furries. What I mean, it's not furry music. You don't get a thing like furry music unless it's. I like that parody song. I'm probably the only furry that actually liked it. That you're in hell, fur fag.
I can't even remember that. I swear I've heard it somewhere though.
Yeah. Speaking of parodies and things like that, obviously most of us have seen the what's it? The Fur Team? No, what is it called?
Oh.
Furry Force.
Oh, of course.
Oh, jeez.
Furry Force 3 has come out now, and I'm drowning in a sea of wolf cum. That sounds like the most amazing trip that I've ever taken in my entire life. Do not quote me out of context, because I hate that.
Dude, it's just fucking hilarious that that's like the part that everyone takes with it. But I mean, it's college humor, so it's obviously going to be the thing that everyone latches onto there. But it's still fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
So, what I am actually going to ask about is that now, in respect to that, do you think that it's good that something like that comes out to let people know what furries are, or is
No,
it bad
because it
for
doesn't let people know what furries are. It's just the furries are the ones that eat it up.
Yeah.
We ate it?
Oh, we're the ones sort of consuming it and talking about it.
Rawr.
Yeah, shut up.
Hey, cool. I actually have people who laugh with me.
Oh, okay, cool. So you and the rent-a-crowd are like doing that now. Cool.
Yeah, I got
Hey! The rent-a-crowd is good. Hey.
Could you stop plugging your business, please?
Now that you guys are talking about something that is set like crap, I want to actually ask what happened to the Bedfellows. Because I actually dig that show. It was really funny.
I've been following his Patreon, and basically he was on a bit of a dry spell because of like, a work issue that fell through and didn't quite go the way he wanted, and he's taken some time to like do more like longer longer storyboards, and I think recently one or two things have been released. I think specifically only for Patreon now, but it probably should be coming to YouTube soonish. So he is still doing stuff, so don't worry about that. Because I really enjoyed the Bedfellows as well. I mean, I'm supporting the guy on Patreon.
No, he has been having. He did have a break for things like that and everything like that. But like Bedfellows must come out soon. Apparently, he wants a movie.
Yeah, like a longer screenplay kind of thing.
Buglish asks, do you read any furry books, and which would you recommend if you do? Obviously, the shout out wouldn't necessarily be as good as it is if we don't include Contrast's book Under, which he posts on pretty much every furry media outlet possible.
I like how you said that, under.
What?
Yes. As in other?
Under.
Yeah,
It's
under. Under, yes.
with an A.
Yes, I know.
A-N-D-E-R.
I know.
He does write in English, though, which is great for everybody else. He has a shit ton of like stuff that he's posted and things like that. It's really, really big. It's really, really thick. And I haven't taken all of it in yet. I'm going to continue with this metaphor until somebody actually understands what I'm trying to say here.
You're not being subtle.
I'm not trying to. Moving on. Aside from that, I love Kill Gold. I tend to, in my breaks during lecturing, actually read a bit of Kill Gold every now and again. It's awesome. Aside from that, Freedom Cities series, Phil, what are you? Guez. And recommendations, Stephen Coben Bennett. No, sorry. Stephen Bennett Coben. Or Coban. Or
That.
Kobe Bryant. I'm moving on. Oh, God, sorry.
Could you not? Okay.
Anything from your guys' side?
Not particularly. I mean, the I don't know, the closest thing to that I'm actually looking at my bookshelf right now is actually jack shit on that, to be dead honest. Like, there's nothing there.
Aside from that, I actually do have other people who are actually, they're not furry writers as per se, but they're pretty much the things that I got into furry with. Redwall, if you haven't read those yet, read them, even though you're too old for them, because unfortunately he does sort of drive a lot of his fan base from the 13 and up to about 17, 18. Aside from that, there's obviously the Wolves of Time, which I've mentioned before. And then okay, never mind. Moving on from that. So yeah, and then obviously The Fall of Eldvar by Jim Galford.
I have no idea what any of those books apart from Redwall are, to be dead honest.
Yeah, but Redwall was all are furry except for the ones that I mentioned, who are proper writers, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget! Come on, jeez, what the hell am I talking about? Because we completely missed out one of our guests here, and like he deserves the extra special mention. Tempo.
Yeah, I was about to mention like where
Everything Tempo writes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Above and beyond that, are we done with this question?
I think there's one thing that I still want to like get my hands on.
Yeah.
I actually should go buy it soon. It's the comic series Mouse. M-O-U-S, M-A-U-S, like the German one, which is apparently just like a really good, like, well-written comic series. Not comic series, I mean it's like 2 volumes. But yeah, it's just sort of I don't think it's so much like furry as just like anthropomorphic characters used to personify like the differences between Nazi Germans and their, like, dare I say, the prey, the people that they persecuted. But yeah, that's something that I still want to read up.
Leon asks, what is true happiness?
It's what you make of what you have. Well, not what you make of, yeah, if you can be happy even if you don't have a lot. Or if you have a lot. It doesn't even matter.
You know what? If you really want to know what the true happiness of the true meaning of happiness is, that's it.
God fucking damn it! Why am I with you people?
Because we're awesome.
I doubt that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, everyone sort of finds meaning in their own things in life somewhere. It all depends.
Why not ask each person their own version of true happiness?
Scratch, what is your own true happiness?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I suppose happiness is just sort of like... Fuck, I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know how to define it.
Define it. Accretion, you've kind of mentioned, but what are you the happiest as, or in, or doing?
That's obvious. Yeah. Well, it depends. It depends on a lot of factors. But like I said, it's about whether you have a little to show for it, whether you have health, time, money, or whatnot, right? All that shit can give you is nothing. Personally. But if you have none of that, it's what you make of every single moment. That's it. If you have the ability to take even the shittest scenario and turn it into something positive, that is true happiness.
I think. Yeah.
My cat not meowing every single 2 seconds is true happiness for me. At this point, personally, true happiness for me is having a Sunday to myself.
I think mine is just being like happy, being productive, like happy being like enjoying what I'm doing as a living kind of thing. Like, I mean, you spend so much of your waking day at work and doing whatever the hell you're doing, and it's shit if it's not fun, if it's not something that you want to do or a skill that you want to learn. I mean, for me, like, I've been skipping through, 4 jobs in 3 years, through mostly no fault of my own. But, I mean, it's about as much about finding out what you want to do as what you don't want to do. And, like, you're spending a third of your day, literally, or minimum, doing something for money. I mean, at least do something that makes you happy.
Mm.
So true happiness for me is being happy while being productive, I believe.
I mean, like, a lot of you guys don't know this by now, but I mean, I turned down a job that would be paying at least 6,000 Rand more than I'm paying right now. Probably more, 7,000 Rand more. Specifically because it wasn't something that I really wanted to do. It would have taken lecturing away from me. Granted, it would have paid me more.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I really didn't want to do it. I spoke to my academic coordinator and literally just told her, hey, I have this opportunity. My interview was supposed to be Friday. And I just said, and I phoned them back on Friday, and I was like, guys, no, I can't make it, firstly. Secondly, I don't want to reschedule. I'm not interested. And, like, for me, that's a big thing, because, like, the very reason why I came up to Johannesburg was because of money. And, I mean...
And you're miserable for it. Look at the people you hang out with.
Bitch is gonna die.
Too soon?
Yeah, there we go. Peanut Gallery hates you.
Cool.
Mayor
Doge
Ferrero Rochers always have a bad nut.
or melt before you can eat them.
Always. And your M&M's.
Then why eat such pretentious chocolate? Just stick with, like, slab.
Because I get it for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, lucky. Yeah, don't look gift chocolate in the mouth, I suppose.
I'm looking at this gift that Raccoon sent. What is this thing with the bone skeletal suits things that you get these
But this
days?
is awesome. I've seen this before.
It's Ace of Hard Fox. I love that guy.
Is that the one? Yeah, I've seen this one as well. It's funny.
It's awesome. I'm going to watch this over and over and over again now. You have a question? I have a question. We have a question. So, another question from Neon. What truly terrifies us?
Ugh.
Doge, hold on. Before we answer that question, so that we can actually answer fully, what makes you truly happy, Doge?
Waking up on Monday and realizing it's Sunday.
Good stuff.
Ah, yes, that is true happiness right there.
Yep. Any day off.
As Bjorn says, any day off makes him truly happy. And so, back to our question. Neon, what truly terrifies you guys? Truly terrifies meaning what? Like sending shivers down my back because I'm thinking about it, or?
For me, it would be claustrophobia, spiders, and people singing on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
No, seriously, like if someone ever like gets people to sing for me at a spur or something, I will stab someone. Like, that is the last thing that I want anyone to do. Like, no
But
fucking
that's
joke.
because-
No joke. I
that's-
don't want that.
That's because you had bad experiences with it, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No, I just fucking hate it. I hate being like that.
The center of attention and everybody is looking.
No, it's not even the center of attention. It's like the center of attention to people who don't even like give a shit whether you breathe or not.
Hey, have a happy birthday!
Hey, have a happy birthday!
You want me to drop this call?
But it's a best way to get sparklers and free ice cream.
I can buy my own ice cream. I'm an adult. I'm a grown ass man. I can get my own ice cream.
Yep.
Oh, seriously, I will stab someone and leave a trail of blood as I run away.
Wow.
No fucking joke. I absolutely hate it.
Okay.
Go.
Oh, should I give my answer?
Oh, go.
Centipedes.
Okay.
Yes.
Centipedes.
Yes, exactly the same with dogs.
Centipedes are creepy as fuck, I must say.
They are not houseborn, they're the things that houseborn run away from.
Yeah.
Especially if you've ever seen a centipede that is the size of your forearm.
Yeah, it's kind of like Satan's turf. It's like really
And it runs, and it's just it completely terrifies the living shit out of me. I can't even walk into a room if I know something like that is there. Spiders, those type of things I can handle, but not that.
No. That is exactly where I got my fear from. At a show a long time, probably about 10 years ago now. They had one of those Amazonian giant centipedes.
Oh, shit.
I was like holding the thing, and it just ran right up my arm, over my shoulder, got into my neck, and just its feelers was touching my ears.
Oh god.
And right there, at that moment. Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
So the other thing that you truly fear, however, is...
Spit in the face.
Don't!
Fuck off. I will cut you. Twice.
Yeah. For me, the one thing that really like fear the most is I have two things. I have a fear of drowning. I have a fear of being in a closed space of claustrophobia. And I have an extreme fear of heights, even though I tend to dare myself to actually go towards the cliff.
It's a good thing you're not a math teacher.
What?
Those are
Why?
great.
I've got more than that, actually. I think the thing... What is the thing that I would fear the most? I don't... No. I don't actually...
What, like being in an enclosed barrel in a waterfall?
That would be horrifying.
That sounds
Thank
like
you.
that sounds like
Thank
the
you
holy,
Thank you.
That's excellent. That's wow.
the holy trinity of fuck you.
I fucking hate you right now.
I knew a guy. He was my first manager for the company I work in now, but that was long ago. He has such a big fear of heights that he cannot, but this is now the real deal, he cannot walk over a bridge that is just a story high.
Wow.
So what, he can't go to any malls?
We were based in towers at that stage, and he cannot even walk over the bridge. He had to walk through the office building. He won't go over the bridge across the road.
So he had to go like all the way down,
Yes.
like outside, back into the other building, and
And
go
then,
back up.
if he wants to go through he has to go through the office area because there's a bridge inside the building. So it's that is bad. That is really bad.
If it had no windows,
Hey.
if it had no windows, would he be okay?
Well,
Is that
it's on the inside. It has no windows, and the offices have windows, but you can obviously avoid standing next to a window or something like that. While the bridge is completely open, but even in the bridge over the road, which has windows, because that bridge is a little bit higher, you just couldn't cross it. So it's something a guy like that, you won't be able to ever put him on like a Ferris wheel or something like that. He'll die. I swear he'll die from a heart attack if he can't even walk over a bridge.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of heights either.
No, but human instinct is at play there. You don't have a massive fear of heights, right? But you do get vertigo, and it's that morbid curiosity. You know what that is? The feeling that when you're standing on a cliff, like you just take one step and then you're gonna go down, right?
See, my problem is like it was summarized like pretty like succinctly from one of those Deep Dark Fears comics. It's like I have a fear of heights, but I sort of have it because I get too close to the edge for fear of jumping. I don't want to get too close to the edge, but it's not so much that I like want to commit suicide or anything. It's more just like I kind of want to know what it feels like to fly.
Fly?
Yeah, that's sort of like the only reason why I try to stay away from edges like that.
Well, if you consider this is a very big
I do the
example.
exact same thing if I'm still...
Ivic, you're breaking up a bit.
Ivic.
No.
Okay.
One of the things that I wanted to say... Yeah? Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. You're lagging a bit, but we hear you.
Just give him some time. Oh well. I think he just dropped. or something is going on. But anyways, what happens is if you do a bungee jump, right, to take the leap is scarier than to skydive, than to take the leap out of an airplane, which is strange. But the skydivers explain it as when you're in an airplane at 15,000 or 11,000 to 15,000 feet, your mind can't even see how high you are.
Yeah.
Well, if you do a bungee jump, you see the ground right there.
Yeah, and the whole thing is that even if you do, like, sort of realize how high up you are, you come to the realization that, like, if I bungee jump and the rope snaps, I might end up in a wheelchair. But if I, like, jump out of a plane, I know I'm gonna die. So fuck it. It's all or nothing. It's a binary choice.
It is a completely different thrill. If you jump out of an airplane, it's not the same type of adrenaline. It has more to do with with the free fall than it has to do with that instant adrenaline release of weightlessness that you're going to get when you jump off the thing. But in skydiving, funnily enough, for the first 8 seconds during a skydive, it feels like you're completely weightless. And that 8 seconds of weightlessness is actually what kind of gets you. And you're also whoever is tandem jumping, whichever skydiver is tandem jumping with you, unless you're a skydiver and do it on your own, the first 8 seconds you're almost completely out of control. So you spin and go on your back and go forward.
Oh, you're back. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
But I don't.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I don't have a fear for heights, but it's instinct to be afraid, a little bit afraid of heights. It's common instinct. Otherwise, we should have gone extinct because we should have just jumped off cliffs.
We're not lemmings.
Also, that's a lie.
Yeah, I know it is. I can just imagine lemmings jumping up a bench. Bench. I said bench. And just going, Geronimo! Okay, cool. Whee!
I missed that game.
One of the things that I wanted to say is that, like, I've literally turned down relatively nice apartments, specifically because the room that I would have would be on the 5th floor. I can't do that. I can do 3rd, I can possibly do 4th. Anything from 5th and up, fuck that bullshit.
What? Are you serious? So you went to...
5th, look, 5th floor does not... No.
Story time. 2 of my friends, we went to go visit the one friend who recently moved to Pawdcast, and he was staying in like a flat on the 9th floor or something. Yeah. Now, see, there's a policy that you don't smoke in the flat. And if you do want to
smoke on a fucking balcony,
if you do want to smoke, you have to smoke really near the window. And what the window is, it's just like a windowsill that you can step on and stand on, with a really tall window, and then just above head height, there's a little window that you just open up.
No.
So basically, what you have to do is you have to stand on a windowsill with a full-length window, looking out from the 9th floor, trying to catch a smoke.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, see, the thing is that I would literally stand there and go, nope, I've quit smoking, thank you very fucking much.
Yeah, I've never seen someone finish a cigarette that quickly. Honestly. You smoke and then you can get down for fear of everything.
Yeah. For fear of actually wanting to jump.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen Devil's Pool at Victoria Falls?
Nope.
Let me actually get a picture here.
I hate you already.
Yeah, no, I have.
Is it big?
Look at that picture.
I fucking hate you.
Where is this?
Bye.
Wow.
Where is it? Oh, here.
Victoria Falls.
Oh, nice.
So,
I'm never swimming that far to anything. No.
A million times no.
imagine a flash flood.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine a wave. One wave. One small fucking 2-foot wave. That would kill you.
Yeah. Are they not tied in with bungee ropes somewhere or something?
No. It's actually there's at the back. There's actually a cliff, or rather cliff, but land. Right. It's just a single pool that just goes over the a waterfall like that. My cousin actually did that. They have pictures of it as well.
Lucky.
There.
Excuse me for 2 seconds. I shall be right back.
So it looks freaking scary. My fear is how much pressure can that little barrier at the front take? What if that thing just decides to give away?
Nope. Absolutely nope. So much nope. I mean, I'm a thrill seeker in specific ways, but God no. Like, I mean, parkour, when I'm like about 2 meters from the ground, great stuff. I can do that jump. I can make the roll. If I am jumping across from one building to another building, I will kill myself before I jump, and then just fall off. Because at least I wouldn't be able to hit the ground.
What do you think about like a theme park ride?
I hate you.
Theme park rides?
Yes.
I say you don't do it as well.
I like theme park rides because I'm actually like, what's the word? Tied in. And there's no way that I'm going to fall.
What if you're not completely tied in? What if it's like one of these old wooden roller coasters?
Then I would say fuck that bullshit and walk away.
I do it.
Yeah, I know you would.
Theme park rides are fun, man.
I've seen that wooden roller coaster that you posted. Oh my god.
Has anybody ever ridden a thing called the Enterprise? Right? It's like this big ring, and you sit on the side in these little seats, but you're completely enclosed, but nothing is strapping you in. You just hold on for dear life, and then they spin the thing around, and the car goes to the side as the centripetal force actually takes it to the side, and then they lift up the whole ring until it's almost vertical. So you go upside down and right side up, and upside down and right side up, and there's nothing holding you in. It's just the fact that you're in the centripetal force keeping you in your chair.
I did that when I was a kid. I remember that one.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's really... I hate it. I get motion sickness on the shit that turns like that. Like the break dancers.
Like a break dancer.
But you're just considering that. If you're bungee jumping, the only thing holding you to the bridge is a rope. Or a cord. Or
Which is why I will never do bungee jumping.
An elastic.
An elastic cord, a big fat elastic cord. You should do the rocket bungee. Have you ever seen? It's that thing. You sit in a ball with the 2 towers, and then they stretch them till it's like tight enough to launch the ball up, and then they release the ball. Then you just shoot up. It's about 5 Gs to experience on your way up.
Okay. Getting back to a question that we had from Rakuin.
Do you have a question?
He asks that, or he said that he heard the first use of the term furry was in 1986.
Oh.
But then heard that it might have been used in fanzines in 1983. He's wondering which one to use. I would personally, if I don't necessarily know, I would say between 1983 and 1986, the word furry was mentioned. There we go.
Yeah, it's really difficult to track this, the real enthusiast origin, but I think furry, the terminology, can be tracked back to that date. I saw something or read something about it once, but the first convention dedicated to cartoon animal fans was in the 1970s.
Wow.
Oddly enough, right after the film Fritz the Cat.
Who would have thunk? Where'd that, like, am I missing the question? Like, where did that pop up?
No, it popped up a while ago, the origins of the term.
Okay.
Furry. I don't know, does anybody actually take, like, that term, like, really deep to heart? Furry.
Some people do.
It's odd term. Furry. They could have named it something a little bit less strange, a little bit more descriptive. If you tell people I'm a furry, oh shit, do you have a lot of hair?
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's the difference between being furry and a furry.
I think Ivic is lost again.
Yeah, we're gonna lost. Smith is preparing the history of furry fandoms section of my talk. Oh, for another for an article, Raccoon. Yeah, I suppose it would be for an article.
Okay, Raccoon says no. 1989 Conference 0 was the first furry convention. I spent days preparing the history of furry fan. Yes, that was the first furry convention. But there was something before that for people that are fans of cartoon animals or something like that. I know this because who was it that mentioned it? I can't even remember where the hell I read that, but its complete origins is a little bit unknown.
Okay. Well, honestly, I wouldn't know. Like, I have zero idea what the history what the history is about.
People got together in small groups at sci-fi and comic conventions. Yeah, that's understandable. Well, I guess furry is easier on the tongue than a fan of anthropomorphic animals. Nothing especially for it. Eh. Okay, now I'm getting attacked by everyone. Just because I mentioned that. Where's Ivic?
Yeah?
Oh, you're here. What is going on with
Yes.
your internet connection again?
Better now.
Oh, turn it to mute.
Well, how do you track the origins of fans of anthropomorphic animals? If you want to track the origins of something like that, you have to understand that in mythology they saw anthropomorphic animals as gods. Maybe their church you could characterize it as some kind of convention.
I wouldn't go.
Yeah, but you understand what I mean, is how do you track back something like that? It's really difficult. So the first furry convention that was a furry convention was conference. How do you pronounce that? Conference, yes. In 1989. Actually quite a recent thing. But that also derives from the online community where furry muck and those things were still...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long Furry Muck's been alive, but there are people who've been on Furry Muck for the past 20 years.
Yeah, it's been around for quite some time.
Like, in fact, 21. There's a guy who was there for 21 years. And he wasn't even that much older than I was.
Do you remember who it was? Anyone will know?
No. Well, I mean, like, Raccoon says started only in 1990. It is 2015. How long ago is that, people?
5 years.
25 years?
Yeah.
Guy been there since 21 years. I'm pretty happy to say that he's been there for that long.
Furry started before the internet aspects. That is actually quite interesting.
Yeah, of course it did, but yeah, it took off when the internet.
When the internet.
Yeah.
By the way, Ivic, there's a rocket bungee for you.
Looking at it.
The short answer is fuck that.
Long answer, no. God, no.
They have one here in Cape Town. Scratch, are we going to ride it?
Where?
It's in, what's its name? Gordon's Bay.
Oh, I think I know where that is, and the answer is no.
It's very expensive. That's only shit of these things.
Exactly. I'd much rather just sit in a bar and get drunk with you.
I'm still
That's a much better way for us to spend time together as friends, getting drunk.
I mean, and the wonderful thing is that you still get the bungee feeling when you stand up.
Exactly. Like, yeah, it's rubbery legged and impending doom.
I'm still on Furry Muck. Victor?
Yeah, I still have an account, but I don't actually use it at all.
Scratch, you need to use it because Max is back. Oh, no, she isn't.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. Besides, I'm over that.
Yeah. Scratch and I have been on, well, we started, what's it, 2004?
Ugh, it's like somewhere in high school.
2004.
Somewhere, yeah, like that.
I've been on Furry Muck for 11 years, so 2004.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It has been long. Some interesting people on Furry Muck. Some interesting people on Tapestries, but we're not going to talk about those guys.
Yeah, let's not say we didn't.
Those of you who are over 18, tapestries. End of story. Moving on.
Yeah. Well done plugging that.
So how did furries communicate? Like Victor says, yeah, internet made interaction from months to minutes. How did people communicate in the furry fandom before that over long distances? The post.
Probably.
I would suppose.
Just imagine that RP.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of RP in post.
Like telegrams.
2 months later, I have to write back right now. Wank, 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 done.
Oh god.
And then the RP includes all this little internet fucking emoticons and crap.
No, but I mean, I can just actually imagine that. Like, you get this massive essay back as to what this person does to you. You, like, send it back. You send, like, your own reply back to them. You're kind of sitting there going, like, it's been 2 months. God damn!
I'm still... I sometimes wish we can go back to, like, those simpler times. So that...
No, you don't.
So that you can actually legitimately have a reason to punch someone in the face when they reply with K.
Okay, yes.
Seriously, if you have to wait a month just to get a reply that says K, like,
you make a very, very good point, yeah.
I would like go over to that person's house and just like punch them in the throat.
I mean, like, and if you think about something like that, I mean, you'll notice that if somebody who was actually RPing nowadays, and this is actually an argument that I had with somebody earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't necessarily like people RPing with these one-liner bullshit things. It's like, yay, I'm going to do this. Comes. Okay, great. I fucking hate you. You know? It really, like, that actually pisses me off. It's where you would have had things like, you know, very, very intricate RP sessions with people. Not necessarily just... Not necessarily just sexual, but I mean, like, you're talking about, like, any other kind of RP as well. I mean, being part of a pack, which is one of the things that drew me in. I was part of a wolf pack for a while. I'm still on it on Yahoo. I still get emails, which is creepy.
Yeah, you know, Yahoo, where everyone isn't.
Well, where everyone was.
Yeah, past tense.
No, but we're actually talking like a bunch of rubbish now because you could have phoned somebody back then.
Yeah, but that's something else.
We're just talking a bunch of crap. But
so essentially, where we used to ask people for their phone number, we would ask them for their kick.
Oh, I don't even use that.
I think look in the closet, top floor.
What are you guys doing? Because this is on the stream.
He's looking for a hubbly.
A hubbly.
Don't disturb the neighbors downstairs. Stop it!
Damn you people. Seriously.
Bitch.
Could you fucking not?
Victor, do you like it like midway through? He asks, he doesn't like essay RPs or
One-liners.
one-liner RPs.
Yeah, there's a balance.
I mean, like 3 lines is good.
Yeah, I suppose.
Three lines across a 21-inch screen.
Yeah.
I don't RP.
Bitch, get off.
Does that make me not part of the fandom?
So not part of the fandom, man.
Yeah.
Although I was dragged into a couple by you, Ivic. That was the one. And you immediately wanted to turn it into a freaking weird shit sexual thing.
It started as a weird shit sexual thing.
No, you immediately turned into that after the 3rd sentence. And
it's because I was having fun with you, bitch.
And the other one is I was almost dragged into a RP on the WhatsApp group once when the RP went sour, when 2 people didn't agree, and then I just got PM'd from all different things about how I would handle that or whatnot, because somebody mentioned something about being a god, right, in the furry fandom, right? And I'm like, dude, guys, you can't take this shit this seriously.
Weird accretion guy?
Huh? What now?
Was it that weird accretion guy who was a god?
Sorry.
Oh, right, I forgot we had a shotgun in the house.
What?
We have a shotgun in the house.
Why?
Okay, that's completely off topic and illegal. Do you have a license for it?
2 seconds, 2 seconds.
Okay. Why do you have that?
Because, actually, like, he has, Doge has a license for it.
Yes.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah, I thought it was just because, like, Gauteng.
No, dude.
Actually, that would be a very good reason to have a gun license, but the thing is that I'd be afraid to shoot my roommate when he jumps out of the bathroom.
Oh, so you have the same syndrome as Oscar Pistorius.
What the fuck?
What just happened?
The cabin fell on him.
I don't know, they're doing something and I fucking have no idea what.
Neither do I. Like, what's happening here?
Everything in the cupboard just fell on Doge.
Doge, I don't think they're in those boxes, by the way.
You told me to look in the top cupboard. I am.
You're short. Okay.
Wow.
He is short.
Way to be a dick to people.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, with RPs, I don't know, it's not that I don't like them, I just don't like them when I'm getting involved in other people's RP or whatnot, but for me, I don't know, it's not my thing. I'm sorry, but it's really not my thing.
Yeah, fair enough. So for everyone.
You did what now?
To each his own. The funny thing is I'll say that, and then I'll go play some weird shit RPG, like, or massive multiplayer thing like whatnot, but there's a difference. There's actually a setting for it. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not that it's some world that you have to create or whatnot, and it's not that I don't like doing that. It's just that engaging with people like that, I'd rather be completely realistic about things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, understood.
And that even happens in worlds like whether I get dragged into Second Life or whatnot, is when I chat, I don't take my character's role that seriously.
Mm. Yeah, no, I can understand that.
What happens if I switch to webcam right now?
No, you're gonna start actually slowing down my internet connection to the point that the stream is gonna start failing.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry Victor, can't do that.
Also, like, seriously, what the hell are you assholes doing over there?
They're just looking for a hubbly and they can't reply quick enough on what they're doing. That tells me that what they're doing is maybe something that they don't want to tell us.
Completely illegal. He dropped my Essentials of Personal Training books.
Oh, crap. That's not cool.
Yeah, no, not cool at all, dude. Not cool. I don't know where it is. We are looking for a hubbly, though.
I'm looking at a hubbly right now.
Me
Fucking
too.
hate you.
Yeah, me too.
Hubbly would be awesome.
Like, within touching distance. Although, I haven't, like, lit it up in ages.
In here, that's in the closet.
In the closet?
It's not in the closet.
Oh, boy.
This is becoming like a reality TV
Yeah, what
show.
is the slice of life bullshit we're doing here?
Yeah.
We're doing awesome. Look, this is pretty much what we generally do when we don't have a guest. Slice of life.
No, we talk. Not.
We are talking.
I make it more interesting.
I also need another question. Asbjorn, do you have a question for the rest of the cast?
I have a question for, like, everyone out there.
Okay.
What does everyone who's listening right now want to see from us? Nothing so stupid, like, what direction do you want the show to go?
Naked!
We're not doing that yet?
Damn it. Wait. God damn it.
No, it's seriously too cold for me to go commando right now. Like, it's
Given
freezing.
point, my feet are getting cold and I'm only not wearing shoes.
Yeah, dude, it's like tile floors do not help.
Dude, I went out for we went out for Burger King.
Uh-huh.
and I walked outside without my shoes on, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's freezing!"
Yeah. Ooh. Guess what?
That's the sound I made.
Guess what? Like, there's gonna drive-through BK is actually gonna open up like pretty close to my house.
We already have a drive-through BK.
Oh, yeah? Where?
Yes.
In Midrand.
Where? In Centurion.
Centurion.
Yep. It's like 7 k's away from me.
Okay. Who's that? M-Mind. That's a like font. M-Mind says...
Centurion's close is like below a kilometer or so.
Okay, yes. Local fur gatherings, it depends on where M-Mind is from. M-Mind, please do reply.
If you're in Mpumalanga, you're shit out of luck.
What the fuck? How does Neon...
Neon!
What the fuck?
Burger King...
Are you serious?
No, Burger King is like everywhere here now, especially in Cape Town.
Yeah, BK's have been opened up like... Since
Every mall in Cape Town has a Burger King. And there is still... now there's Burger King in Johannesburg, KwaZulu-Natal, just under Swaziland, I think. But is there
There's
Burger
like 7 branches in Gauteng.
He's talking about like that's where he's located, I think.
Okay, so M-Mind is from KwaZulu-Natal, just under Swaziland.
And it's honestly much better than McDonald's. It's actual food. What I mean by it, it actually fills you up. It's not like this little cookie with a patty on it.
Because the meat is dry as shit.
Yeah, but they put so much cheese and crap on it, especially with the Big King XXL. If you buy that one, there's so much cheese and sauce on it that it actually works.
My sort of definition of Burger King is basically that it's like the happy middle ground between Steers and McDonald's. It's like
it's faster than Steers and...
Yeah, it's faster and cheaper than Steers, but better than McDonald's.
Way better than McDonald's. I can't eat McDonald's.
It's basically like if the quality of the Steers was run with the efficiency of McDonald's.
Yeah.
It was, so it's sort of like that.
But in response to M-Mind's question, there aren't many furs in the KwaZulu-Natal region. I know there's a couple in Mpumalanga. One of them is Nelspruit, and he's one hell of a partier.
Yeah.
And he's also quite no, I'm not going to say it. There are a couple of people in the KwaZulu-Natal region that we know of, but KwaZulu-Natal is pretty much South Africa's California. It's like that really, really large tract of land across the coast that has nobody in between it.
Yeah, we'll like ask around, but it's a little bit of a wasteland. With regards to the furry fandom, I mean.
Okay.
Not like, no, the Karoo is a wasteland.
Yeah, the freaking...
Beautiful wasteland.
Sahara Desert?
Kalahari.
What we actually, a topic that we actually still need to get onto is that lion that got shot and the guy that shot him and whatnot. And
like we said, we have a professional hunter sitting here with us today. So, let's get on to it. What do you guys know about the entire thing? We know that he got baited out and shot with an arrow by a dentist from a moving vehicle.
From America.
From America.
From America.
America.
Then I found him 48 hours later, killed him with a gun, because he had just been wounded.
Ah. So there it is.
Alright, but as your hunting thing goes, you're obviously for things like culling and those type of things, because I myself am. But what do you think about the concept of shooting a wild animal for a trophy?
Well, in the proper management perspective, which is what we do, let me just put it into this. We don't shoot dangerous game, which is obviously big five and then like rhino and hippo and those kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Just shoot plains game, which is antelope, alright? Now, trophy hunters is people that come from overseas, mainly America, Europe, Australia, those places. And what they do, they would find like the biggest, best possible specimen, which obviously we tell them is okay to shoot or not, because obviously we don't want to kill our breeding, like the males in their prime and breeding and whatnot. They shoot the animal, they take a photo, right? And then what we do is we sell the meat. We sell that meat to the community.
Okay, wait. Ivic, your line is breaking up. I think we're gonna have to repeat that. Oh, shit.
From where?
Just hold on a second. Alright, can you repeat that last part again, please? Sorry, I think my internet just timed out for a little second.
Which part? The entire thing?
Yeah, it's something from you sell the meat, and then...
Oh yeah, we sell the meat to the community. So obviously when the hunters come in, they shoot like a couple of big game like zebra or kudu or waterbuck, whatever.
Yeah, but that's exactly fine. That is exactly understandable. But you're not going to eat a lion if you shoot a lion.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. That also falls under trophy shooting. It's getting a big, nice animal to take a good hunting photo of, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you get to dangerous game, which is obviously your big, like, scary things, which is buffalo, lion, leopard, those kind of things, right? Depending on like the people that do it and the way they do it, it's absolutely good.
If it's culling or something.
Sometimes it's culling. Sometimes it's breeding for hunting purposes, which I will get back to in a moment before you slam on, because I know everybody does. The thing is that obviously the bad media is the only media that gets out.
Yep.
So obviously everything that everybody knows about lion hunting is, you know, everyone says, oh no, canned lion hunting, extremely bad, don't do it, blah, blah, blah. Now, the lion almost went extinct in South Africa about 50 or 60 years ago, and because of trophy hunting, they came back. It was actually personal hunters and breeders that got lions back into Kruger and back into Otto and those kind of places, because they were the only people who had stock. Boers and so on in that time, they shot lions because it was a health thirst towards people, and it was a problem towards livestock. So obviously, you know, they kind of got culled out. And as you know, the entire Big Five was present in the Cape. Everything also got shot out there. There were even hippos in the Cape, and they were all hunted to extinction. So, you know, depending on the trophy hunting that you're talking about, trophy hunting overall isn't a bad or a problem thing. The animals that are mainly trophy hunted is either bred for that purpose. Trophy lions would, a normal lion in captivity would live up to 22 years, and trophy lions would only be hunted at around 13 to 15 years. So it's not like it's a little baby that gets shot,
so
you know, or a teenager.
So post-prime, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the problem comes with, you know, obviously the media and so on. But do not get me wrong, right? These freaking idiots that
said fucking.
Okay, these fucking idiots that hunt lions as they do. In the videos you see the canned lion hunting, where the freaking things get dragged out of a cage and into the open for people to shoot them. Yeah, I'll cut their balls off and feed them to them. And so would 90% of the hunting population in South Africa.
Yeah.
And the thing is, those guys are the price that people pay for those kind of hunts is about 3 times larger than what a normal hunt would be. These are Americans and very, very seldomly Europeans that come around throwing money around, you know, saying, oh, I paid 120,000 rand to shoot a lion. But, I mean, the thing was dragged out of a freaking cage for him to shoot. So, there are those scumbags that need to be freaking caught.
How much does it normally cost to, like, you know, for playing games, depending on the size?
Plains game?
How did that even...
Plains game, depending on whatever. If you look at Zebra, it's about 7,000 Rand. If you look at a nice trophy Kudu bull, it's around 10 to 12,000 Rand. And then varies obviously from size and stop smearing my blood over me.
Just keep your blood to yourself.
In a situation of dangerous game, when you miss, what's the price?
Well, the price is full.
So Ghost is still full price.
If you take the shot, you pay.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
What does a giraffe go for?
Giraffe goes for, depending on the place, depending on the number that they have, between 30 to 45,000.
So on point, what is it like to kill a giraffe?
It's horrifying because it's murder. They're too stupid to run away. Yeah, people don't kill giraffes. Rich people do.
The one day that you did in fact kill a giraffe?
Yeah. I was on one giraffe hunt in my life, and when they shot it, as it fell to the ground and like lay there dying, it cried like a little child.
It's the same as killing goats.
Of course.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, we don't care for goats.
It's...
Wow.
No. If you kill a wildlife, because I've hunted before, we kill to eat it. We want to make biltong and shit out of it.
Exactly.
In fact, he brought us 10 Ks of what is it? Kudu. Now from a kill that they recently had.
Yeah, which one of the Danish clients are?
The meat is amazing.
Yeah, because it's completely wild. But have you checked yourself on the toilet the next day?
What?
What?
If it's wild meat, if you eat too much of it, trust me, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, but we're not consuming 10 Ks in one night, though. It's like a 200-gram steak.
Okay, that might be the problem that I had.
Wow. Like eating an entire basket of biltong in an evening.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for that visual image. Now I'm just seeing Christian going, oh my god, why is it kudu?
But it's so good, hey. It tastes so good, and that's the problem. You just can't stop.
It does actually taste quite nice.
And the thing is, it's very, 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 very lean. So
it's possibly like it's one of the tenderest meats that I've had in a long time.
Yeah, and the biltong just sort of flakes apart.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you look at the prices, right? We obviously we get two categories of we get three categories. But the two main categories of hunters is trophy hunters, which are overseas clients, and then biltong hunters, which are local clients and shooting for meat. The other type is brandy hunters, which we do not talk about because they're a bunch of douchebags. Anyway.
What hunters?
Brandy hunters. The guys that go out for a weekend, but instead they take guns along and go try and kill things.
While being drunk.
Yeah. Which we do not really like.
Because they miss everything.
Yeah.
Or if they do hit, they miss everything else.
And if you look at the price, right, a standard price for wildebeest would be around 3.5K to 4K for a bull, and about 2.5K for a cow. So if you take that and the standard mass which you get slaughtered out is around about 120 to 150 kilograms on the animal, and if you take that price, you pay around 16 Rand a kilo.
Wow, that's cheap.
So Scratch, let me put it to you like this: we bought those 10Ks for 150 Rand.
10Ks of biltong for 150 Rand.
No, not even biltong. 10Ks of meat.
Oh.
For 300 Rand.
I need to connect with you guys, seriously.
Yeah, come up here every now and again.
I am gonna come up there for a maze, so I will be there.
Yeah, but it's the same deal. It's just like buying Karoo sheep, right? It's always going to be freaking cheap. But it's still much better quality meat than what you get in the shop.
For sure.
Yeah, and the thing is, the good thing about game is that they're not bred injected with steroids, fed hundreds of kilograms of maize and so on, which could be going to feeding the people in Soweto, per day. And they are slaughtered on an age of 3 years because that's when they reach body mass. They had nothing to live for. They had never seen a blade of grass in their life. Versus game, which run around for, say, about 10 years before you shoot them.
Just actually, funny thing is that we haven't actually gotten to M-Mind's second half of his question. Local fur news, guys. Come on. We've got about 10 minutes. We can talk about some local fur news for M-Mind. M-Mind, some of the local fur news that's been going on recently.
Him and him broke up, her and her broke up, him and her got together.
Those guys that we know that they did
the thing.
There is a camp going on at Dinukeng in Mpumalanga region. It's about 45... What? Gauteng?
Yes.
I thought you said it was 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In Dinukeng, somewhere in the...
because Gauteng is this small.
Okay, fair point. There is a fur camp going on then. Unfortunately, the applications, bookings are closed right now. It's unfortunate, but there will be a group of people that are going camping for that evening or for that thing. I will also not be available from the weekend of the 8th to the 10th.
Okay.
So next week I will not be here specifically because I'm on a fur camp.
But this means there's a high possibility that the podcast won't happen from the on this 9th then.
Yeah, I could
say that's unfortunately correct. We do agree with this. So now you guys know. Next week we're off.
Yeah. Putting it out there.
Victor has a 29th birthday at his place, still to be posted.
Yeah, I'm considering doing something as well. I'll keep everyone posted.
Down in the Cape?
Yeah, down in Cape Town, like northern suburbs-ish. I'll keep everyone posted.
Above and beyond that, there is in fact a large amount of, and it's unfortunate, but I don't even say unfortunate. It's fortunate that there is in fact a group on Facebook now that's opened up called ZA for Recalls. You guys can have a look at that. It's for both furs and geeks. A little bit of a shout out to them just for the evening. Possibly the next time I might actually mention this as well. But yeah, ZA for Recalls, spelled F-U-R-E-E-K-L-E-E-S.
F-U-R-R-E-E-K-L-E-S. Let me actually just post the group.
Oh, right, of course. Victor is not turning 29.
Surprising, yeah?
The 29th is his birthday, and he will be having a birthday party at that point. Inapa, as you guys can see there, has posted the thing to that. Please stop cutting your neck.
This thing is so dull.
Fair point. I keep only dull knives in my house, specifically because of my last ex-girlfriend. Moving on from that point.
Cool!
You're welcome! So you guys know, actually, Asbjorn brought in a large amount of very sharp knives. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Sit down. Stay down. Moving on. Aside from that, what is there? What other news is there? Cape Town. What is your news, guys?
Well, I'm moving to Johannesburg, so there's going to be a gap, right? But I don't know when this gap is going to actually occur, where I won't be on the podcast for a substantial amount of time. So we're going to have to check and maybe try to work around that.
Like, how long are we talking? Like,
I don't know, dude. I'm moving into a place without proper internet access, so it's going to be long. Right? So...
Anpu, by the way, if you are actually moving to Johannesburg...
I am moving to Johannesburg.
Hook up with Keldon. Keldon may be looking for a new flatmate recently.
Yeah, it depends on how quickly I want to find another place.
Look, the thing is that, again, it depends on how quickly you're looking for a place. If you don't need to look for it very quickly, Keldon would probably be the person that you'd have to speak to, because his flatmate is not necessarily the best person in the world in my eyes right now. Specifically because it left.
Don't talk about
these days.
Whatever. Yeah, so that is happening. Convention discussions gonna start getting to the level where I'm gonna start getting a brochure together with the event details and the times and stuff included in it. We had some.
By the way, our website for the con is actually going up soon.
Oh, cool.
For any other kind of information, please check South-Afrifur. Everything but a couple of other forums. But yeah, we will just check with South-Afrifur for the forum to see whether any new forum posts are up there. When you do see them come up, it will probably have the newest our website up for the con, which at this point is actually looking very, very good in all fairness. Inpw, can you sort of back me up on this?
For what? The website?
That we're looking good for 2016.
Yes, we are looking good for 2016. Everything is basically sorted. We're getting a lot of professional feedback from people, finally, in regards of the convention. So we're attending to those questions as well. We're just busy deriving a nice brochure, event schedules and everything, just to get everything in space, and then we'll hand it to you guys and say, okay, well, this is what we came up with, this is what's going to happen. And we require feedback and then amend it as we go along. But as of this point in time, we have a year. So we need to actually start getting the things together. My suggestion is for anybody that wants to pay for the convention, we are working on the accounts and everything. It's going to get set in place. It's going to be under... It's going to be an extra account on a company name, I think it is. But what we are looking at is going to be an account that obviously multiple people have access to, right? I think that's how it works. That's how we discussed with our financial guy, isn't it? Under his company, if I'm not mistaken.
That is absolutely correct.
Okay.
Stop it!
What the hell?
They're killing each other here, I'm sorry.
Could you not?
That's amazing, but what the fuck is this?
Could you fucking not?
And what's going to happen is, I would suggest that when you get the money is to pay it rather than trying to save up till the last moment, because there is going to be a cut-off date that anybody that wants to attend the convention, and it's much better to do it that way. Alright, obviously something else is happening, and
No. In all fairness, I fell off my chair. I have lost my glasses. I have soap all over me.
Okay.
Where are my glasses, by the way?
Alright, so we'll give the advice on how transport and things can be sorted out, etc. Among the people that we communicate to. It's still a small meetup, so it's not going to be a ridiculously hard thing to do. What was the other thing that I wanted to mention? Oh yeah, Rage. When is Rage?
End of September, I think. Let me double check. Oh no, that's the game. October, somewhere in October.
Alright,
Yeah.
I believe if you go to that event as well, the Technology Expo Rage in Johannesburg, you'll probably run into a lot of furries. Maybe myself, maybe not. It's still a depending thing, but I know Scratch's possibility of also being there.
Yeah, 9 to 11 October. I could possibly be there in a professional capacity.
Yeah, so annoy him.
Scratch, you've no...
What?
Scratch, by the way, if you do, however, want to sleep over, you're more than welcome to.
Cool.
My house is open to you, man.
Cool. Thank you.
But yeah, from okay, so it's 9 to 11 October. You might run into some fursuiters there even.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit interesting this year, I think, because it seems like a lot more people are attending the Tech Expo. And yes, as usual, Victor will also have a 10th of October braai at his place called the Rage Braai.
Yeah.
So that would be on the Saturday, I think. Yeah.
Okay. I believe that's it. I think you're breaking up.
Yeah, so that's as much.
I think we can't hear a thing you're saying.
Of our news that we can actually give you guys. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm cutting this thing. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Fucking hell.
Really?